Yes, welcome learners, and in our online lesson today we shall be looking at bacteria and fungi, P5 science. We shall be defining bacteria and fungi. Bacteria simply refers to a microscopic single-celled organism that are present almost everywhere. They are referred to as microscopic simply because they can only be seen by a microscope but not by our naked eyes. We cannot see them directly by our eyes, that's why they are called microscopic. Bacteria can be found almost everywhere. They can be found on animals, contaminated water, soil, nodules of legumes, latrines, rubbish pits, etc. They reproduce by cell division and by spore formation. In the picture is a diagram of a bacteria, or how they look like. Some examples. Types of bacteria, we have rod-shaped bacteria, spherical-shaped bacteria, and spiral-shaped bacteria. Under rod-shaped bacteria, we have examples like Bacillus anthracis for anthrax, and then Salmonella typhi for typhoid. This is how the rod-shaped bacteria looks like. And under the spherical-shaped bacteria, we have Staphylococcus for boils, and then Streptococcus for sore throat, and also we have Diplococcus for other diseases. This is how the spiral-shaped bacteria looks like. We have also spirochetes for syphilis, and that is how it looks like. We have comma-shaped bacteria, that is how it looks like. Useful importances of bacteria, or importances of useful bacteria. How can it be useful to man? Bacteria help fix nitrogen back into the soil, which helps to improve soil fertility. Bacteria break or digest fiber food or refuges cellulose in the cica of birds. Bacteria help in decomposition or rotting of dead plants, among others. You can pause the video and go through them one by one. Dangers of harmful bacteria. Harmful bacteria cause diseases to both animals and plants. They cause poor yields to crops. Bacteria cause food poisoning to animals and people, among others. How do we control the dangers caused by harmful bacteria? We can control them by 1. Preserving food, observing proper food hygiene, ensuring that food is kept in a clean environment and clean containers, among others. Let us look at fungi. Fungi are simple organisms that obtain their food from decaying plants and animals. They do not make their own food. Fungi are saprophytes because they feed saprophytically, or they obtain soluble food from dead organic matter. Like we say, they do not make their own food. Examples of fungi include mushrooms, molds, yeast, puffball, among others. Characteristics of fungi: they are unicellular, or they exist in both single and multicellular. They exist as both single and multicellular organisms. Fungi lack chlorophyll, so they cannot make their own food. They feed saprophytically or parasitically, as we said, since they do not make their own food. They have nuclei in their cells. Importances of fungi. Some fungi like yeast are used to bake bread and cakes. Some fungi like mushrooms are a source of food. Yeast is used to make flavors. Is used to flavor cheese. Yeast is a source of vitamin B that prevents beriberi, among others. Let us look at mushrooms, which is an example of fungi. They are eaten as food, and are sold. They are a source of income. They are used for study purposes, as we are discussing them right now. How do fungi reproduce? Fungi mostly reproduce by means of spores, unlike yeast, which reproduces by budding. This is the process of budding, or this is how yeast reproduces. Dangers of harmful fungi: they cause diseases and they cause food poisoning. Examples of fungal diseases in animals: we have ringworms, athlete's foot. It attacks the skin between the toes. It's not hose but toes, sorry for that. It causes skin rash caused by candida and fingernail deformation. This is how a ringworm looks like. It is a skin disease, and that is how it looks like. Examples of fungal diseases in plants: we have Panama in bananas, we have blast wheat, coffee berry disease, root rot in tea plants. How to control the dangers caused by harmful fungi: boiling milk and water before drinking, reheating and warming cold food before eating it, salting the food, avoid eating uncovered food, spraying plants with fungicides. That is how we can prevent dangers caused by harmful fungi. Similarities between bacteria and fungi: both feed saprophytically, like as in they don't make their own food. They both cause fermentation, and they both exist as single-celled, while others exist as multi-celled organisms. And the differences between them, the fungi and bacteria, are: bacteria reproduce by means of cell division, while fungi reproduce by means of budding and spores. All bacteria are very tiny microscopic organisms, while some fungi are visible. They are like mushrooms. They are very big. We can see them with our naked eyes. They are not microscopic. And then bacteria reproduce much faster than fungi. They reproduce very much faster. Then some bacteria can make their own food by combining some simple chemical substances, while fungi cannot completely and also make their own food. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if this is your first time on this channel, please consider subscribing so that you may not miss out on upcoming content. Please, if you learned something in the video, give us a like, and you may refer a friend so that we may all get the knowledge. Thank you so much.